All right. I want to welcome everybody again to another one of our Jewels from our Jewels. We look forward to these every single Thursday. I swear, this is like my motivation for my week. I love hearing from these jewels. They're so amazing. I have one whole notebook right here that I just take tons of notes in, and I just love it. And I know all of you guys are doing that same thing. And today we have an amazing Sapphire ambassador, Erin. And I am so blessed to be able to listen to her because everybody that I know that's underneath her just loves her leadership and how she is and who she is. I accidentally sent her a link to be on our Jewel from another Erin that's on our team. Remember that?
Yeah.
But it was a God thing. I totally know it was a God thing because I asked her, then will you be on our schedule for another time? And she was so awesome to do this for us. So I'm excited to hear her story because I really don't know it very much. So I'm going to let you have it, Erin, and we look forward to this. So go on.
Yay. Well, thank you for having me. This is such an honor, and I'm so excited to share with all of you. I mean, the best part of being in Plexus, in my opinion, is the relationships and helping others to reach their goals. It's just the best part of it. This is why I love this so much. So I'm Erin Key, and I am a Sapphire. I have been doing Plexus since January of 2014, and I got into Plexus because through Facebook, I saw a friend of mine that I didn't really know that well. We were our kids were in kindergarten together. We were co-room moms for that class. So at the time, she had 3 kids under 5 and really tired and, just exhausted all the time. And my friend was telling me how much energy she had from these products. She lost weight. I said, sign me up. So she did. I was a stay-at-home mom, still am, but, income, limited to one income, and money was tight. I was an extreme couponer. I did all kinds of couponing to stretch the family dollar the grocery budget. And I was really not interested in spending money on Plexus at all. But I love the products from the samples she gave me. So I just said, you know what, sign me up wholesale. I think I might have a few friends that want to buy from me. And I was already posting on Facebook all the time about the latest and greatest special. Everyone knew me as Erin knows where the deals are. She's always posting about where to get these, cute shoes for cheaper, or how to get free diapers, how to get free wipes, all that kind of stuff. I had a whole closet full of free razors and toothpaste, and deodorant, because I knew how to get the deal. So I just started sharing about Plexus, and it really took off, snowballed, and I had a few friends come on board. I went gold in about 5 months, which to me is not super fast at all. But the first convention in Dallas, I was a silver, and then I went gold right after that. And then I went senior gold that following November. So it took me a little while to kind of get going, and once I hit senior gold, things just took off. And 2 months later, I was ruby. 2 months after that, senior ruby. A few months after that, emerald. So I hit emerald last summer, July 31st, just in time to qualify for Maui.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a whirlwind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy. I've never been through so much stress trying to make that happen. So I did. I worked my hiney off to make that happen. And then, I've had my challenges. I've had lots and lots of challenges, and my team was kind of stagnant for a while after going to emerald. Back office hit, and I was, we've all dealt with that challenge, and thank goodness that it's pretty much behind us now. Things are really getting back to normal, and things are great. So so January this past year, I went backwards 250 points, and I thought, what in the world is going on? Of course, I had to kind of just sit down and really look at everything and reevaluate everything. And then 2 months later, I was a Sapphire. So, it just goes to show you that, you just can't ever give up. You can't ever, you just have to kind of sometimes just sit down, like I said, and really look at yourself in the mirror and think about, what am I doing and how can I change things? And maybe I just need to go on a different course. And maybe it's just me. And I kind of started thinking, it was more of my attitude, just letting myself get discouraged from the back office situation. So I changed my attitude and really started reaching out to my leaders and helping them come up with plans. And we went for it. And so we had some really big months. And like I said, I went Sapphire into March. So, I mean, it has been a whirlwind. I mean, to me, it wasn't super fast to get here, but sometimes it feels like it kind of was. And sometimes I just can't believe that I really can't believe that I'm Sapphire now. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, it really is life-changing. The products have changed my life. I mean, I didn't even tell the health side of it for me is no more awful digestive issues I was dealing with, all kinds of PMS issues, horrible cystic acne. My skin was so bad. You would not believe it. I mean, to look at me now, my skin is so perfectly clear and I love it. It's the best thing ever because I've dealt with horrible acne my whole life. And lost the weight, the energy, all that has been amazing. But the business side of it too has just been an incredible blessing to our family. So I wanted to give you guys just some real specific actions and activities that I feel like has helped my team. But before I really get into that, I have 4 questions that I want to give you. And these 4 questions are what I want you to ask yourself. Okay, so I want you to really reflect and look in the mirror and ask these 4 questions to yourself. 1, are you satisfied with the pace of your business? You have to decide, is this the pace you want to be going at? Is it working? Have you reached the goals that you had set out to reach? If you haven't, you're going to have to change the pace of your business. Number 2, are you being the rock star you were dreaming about having on your team? So are you the rock star yourself? You have to be the rock star yourself. You have to look in the mirror and decide, what are the qualities I'm looking for in someone else, and be them yourself. 3, is your calendar full? Do you have appointments set? What are the actions and activities that you're doing daily, weekly, monthly? You have to have a full calendar. That's just all there is to it. Now, whether that's working at 30 minutes a day or whether that's working at 2 or 4 hours a day, it's up to you, but your calendar has to be full. And then those are and then the 4th one, how is your belief yourself? What is your belief? Where does it stand? Are you in a place of, where you're kind of questioning things? Are you questioning whether or not this is the right place for you, that if Plexus is right for you, if the products work? If those are things you're really doubting and questioning, you're going to have to figure out how to get back into a state of 100% belief in this company, 100% belief in these products, that they're changing lives. You have to have that in your heart, and also belief in yourself. You have to evaluate where you're at, because all of the things I'm about to tell you as far as actions and activities that you're going to do with your team and yourself won't matter. None of that will matter if you're not at a place of 100% belief in our amazing company and the leaders of our company and the executives of our company, that they're making the right decisions, that they have amazing things coming for us, that our products work, that we are in the best place, that this is where we're meant to be. You have to have that. And that's where, like, for me, I've had that all along. And, I'm not saying it comes right away from the beginning. So you have to build it. So the way you build belief is you get yourself to events and you meet other jewels. You go and listen to jewels and if you can't get to events because of where you are and location wise, you're going to have to get on Zoom calls, which you guys are right now. But live Zoom calls like this, not just listening to ones, but like get on live calls, figure out who's having them, ask your upline. If your direct upline doesn't know, go above them, start reaching out to go look in your back office and find out who your upline is and start connecting to them and find out who they are, because I guarantee you they've got Zooms going on, they've got events going on locally, or they can find out, they'll connect you with a local jewel that will plug you in. So I have my team ask me that all the time. You know, Erin, I'm in Nashville, because I'm in Dallas area, but you know, one of my Nashville people will say, I need to plug in locally and get to events. And I said, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to go. I contact Laura Robinson, who's in a diamond there, and she's now hooking up my locals there, which is how One Plexus works, where it's amazing that happens with Plexus. But get that belief by plugging in to local events, Zoom calls. It really, and also, you know, you're hearing the testimonies too. You're hearing people talk about how the products have changed their lives, and you can't help but have full belief that what we have is incredible and amazing. Okay, so that's the questions that I want you, that's first of all, that's what you have to ask yourself. So then we're going to talk about specific activity and actions. And I watched something from Dave Ramsey on YouTube a long time ago. When I kind of first started in this, I found a YouTube video by Dave Ramsey on network marketing. He was talking about network marketing MLMs. And something that he said really stuck with me and always has. And he said he was saying how he supported MLM businesses and network marketing. He said it's a legitimate way to make income, additional, income, and it's residual income. It's great. The concept is amazing. The business idea is amazing. He said there's some things that, you want to look for in certain companies. You want to make sure they have a legitimate product and a product that works and the product that people want. Okay, we have that in Plexus. And so he also said he said a lot of people get into network marketing not understanding what it really is, not understanding what it's really about. And there are two things that it really comes down to. And those two things are recruiting and training. It's those two things. So if you understand that what we do is about recruiting and training, recruiting and training, recruiting and training, that's what it's about. So it's simple. I know you hear people say all the time that network marketing is simple, but it's not necessarily easy, but it is simple, the concept. But if you really just break everything down to those two things, and that's it, that's all you need to really focus on. So here are the activities that focus on recruiting and training. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you've reached out to every single person on your team and you've asked them what their goals are. And you write it out, make a list of everybody. And Sarah Smith, all right, Sarah wants to be silver, or Sarah wants to be senior gold, or whatever it is. And you have next to it, how many people does she need? How many points does she need to get there? You need to know that. And then you need to develop an action plan for her to get her to her goal. Because as Zig Ziglar says, you help enough other people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. So it's what it really comes down to, helping your team and knowing what their goals are. Plugging them in and connecting them so that they can build their belief as well. It's essential that you are plugging them into the appropriate team pages, that you have started a three-way chat with your upline and your new level 1. Or if you just got a new level 2 or a new level 3, that you've reached out to your level 1 or level 2 and said, hey, will you introduce me to your newest ambassador that you just added? Start a three-way chat with us, or a four-way chat, a group message on Facebook, and please introduce me to them, because I want them to know who I am, and I want them to know that I'm here for them as well. And we're all, and what you do is you keep that chat going. And you can even, on Facebook Messenger, you can change the title of a group chat, and you could call it, let's say, Sarah Smith just joined your team, and she's level 2, she's level 3, whatever she is, and y'all title it Sarah's Support Group, Sarah's Plexus Support, or something like that. You even could put a cute graphic. You can change the image and make a cute graphic that has her name on it. She feels really special. She feels really welcome. She feels loved and supported. And then in that group chat, that's what you're going to use to, every time she has a question, you're going to give her documents, give her all the things. Just when she says, hey, someone just asked me this, I don't know how to answer it. Well, it doesn't have to mean that like maybe necessarily you're going to answer it every time, but one of you guys, one of her upline is going to answer the question for her. And if let's say your level 1 is kind of new and doesn't know how to answer it for your level 2 or 3, it's good training for them. So now they're going to see, you go answer the question, and now your level 1 or 2 who's now knows how to answer that question next time someone has that question. Yes, it's going to create some more work for you. You're going to have a bunch of these group chats open. Trust me, y'all should see my oh my gosh, my messenger. It's just crazy. So that's why I like to have pictures that have like a specific graphic. Like I have a gold and above group. So anyone who hits gold, it's a special privilege to be put in the gold and above chat group on Messenger. Well, I have that group is a gold arrow as the icon. So I can find it real easily as I'm scrolling through my messages. And I give a lot of extra support and extra attention to that group. Okay, so you're connecting them, you're plugging them in. And here's the thing, a lot of people tell me, but they don't want to do the business, or they don't want to do anything. I reach out to them, ask them their goals. They don't answer me. They don't want to do anything. It's okay. You work with the willing and you love the rest. Work with the willing and love the rest. Just move on. Go find the willing. If you don't have anyone, you better go recruit some more level 1s. And just keep going until you find someone, because it only takes a few, and my team of 1,700 and something was built by literally a few friends. That's it. So then the other thing, build it and they will come. I love that motto. Y'all saw that movie with Kevin Costner when he built the baseball field. Build it and they will come. So you just need to be doing the activity. If they're not coming along and no one's commenting on anything in your team page and they won't participate, it's okay. You just keep doing it. Pretend like you're a diamond with thousands of people in your team page, and run contests, have like a daily video that you're going to post about something. And like I have, a theme, Monday motivation, Tuesday training tip, Wednesday woohoo, where we tag and brag on people, Thursday testimony time, or a Friday follow-up day, or Friday fun Friday. I have a contest I'll run on Fridays. So even if no one's liking any of those posts and no one's commenting, don't worry about it. You just keep going. You keep doing it as though it's going to happen, because it will. Eventually, they're watching you. They're watching everything that you're doing. If you are showing up to Zoom calls and like say our call today, take a screenshot of it and then post it on your team page, and then post it on your Facebook wall, whatever, and say, I was on this Zoom call and it was great and I learned so much. I'm so excited to be a part of this. Then your team and your friends are seeing that you're doing these things, and then they will follow. So that's the whole concept. You build it, they will come. You just do the things and they're just going to follow you. If you go to Vegas at convention, you post all these fun pictures, they're not going to miss out next time. They're going to go, oh, I really should have gone. I want to go. Or whatever events, make sure you're taking pictures and posting about it when you're going to events. Make sure whatever it is you're doing as part of your business, make sure your team knows you're doing those things so that they're watching you and they're just going to follow what you do. Just if your team isn't doing anything, look at yourself. If you're doing a lot of activities, a lot of actions every week, and they know you're doing all those things, they'll follow you and they'll come along. The ones that are the willing, you're going to have the ones that don't. You love them, but you work with the willing. Don't worry about the rest. All right. And then make sure you're doing weekly newbie training. Our team is big, so I delegate every Monday. Somebody does a newbie training and anyone can get on it. It's the same time every Monday. We do, like I was talking about, chat groups. So you find out if they want it, who wants to go silver, who wants to go gold. So you have a going for gold or going for silver chat group going. You have a going for gold group going, a going for senior gold, going for ruby, whatever that is. And you add anyone in there that wants to go for those next rank. And that is all about supporting them, building them up, giving them tips and ideas, and talking about things. It's a place they can go to get that support. Another thing we did was 7 days to silver. We started a group, and it's a specific, not a chat group, but an actual Facebook page group. Anyone who was interested in doing a 7-day challenge on getting to silver. So we put them in that. I think some of you probably seen it floating around. You can look up Sarah Taylor, and she has a video on that. Tamara Holloway, look on her YouTube channel, sorry. She has videos on that as well, so you guys could get the format for that. But that was really good for the ones. I don't do it every 7 days, but like maybe once a month, we kind of rally up, and whoever wants to do this challenge group. There's also a really fun recruiting challenge, cold messaging challenge that we've done. And I'll just read it really quickly what the questions are. So we challenge our team and anyone that wants to participate, new, old, whatever. And what they're going to do is they get out their list of 100 names. They're going to send this specific message that we're going to give them that they can just copy and paste. They're going to send it to as many Facebook friends as they possibly can. The first 3 that can get all the questions answered, they won like a gift certificate or gift card or something like that, or free product. And then the first 3 that actually had someone join because of it will get some Plexus swag or something. They had to comment with the initials of the people that actually had answered all the questions. When the prospects respond, they have to put them, or they ask them if it's okay if they put them in a 3-way chat with their friend, which is their upline. Don't say upline because they don't know what that means. You just say, hey, do you mind if I include you in a 3-way message chat with my friend so-and-so? She's just going to give you some more information about Plexus and her story, which is just such a good story, and I really want you to hear what she has to say. So that's the challenge, and here's the actual questions. And I can give this to you, Cindy, too. But what was the main? They give a link to the product video, the YouTube link to the product video, the Plexus product video, and you say, "Hi, friend, so and so. Hope you're doing great. Can I ask a favor? I'm doing a challenge with my Plexus team. I need one more person to watch this short video. Give me some feedback before noon tomorrow." So you're setting a deadline. Would you please help me out? Just watch it sometime today, then answer these 5 simple questions. What was the main thing that stood out to you? Which products most interest you? Are you surprised that we have so many natural health products? That's actually 2 questions in question 2. But question 3, have you ever considered trying Plexus before, or have you tried it? Question 4, do you know of anyone that these products would benefit? Number 5, have you ever thought about becoming a member and starting your own business? That's it, just those few questions. I know everyone's busy, and I greatly appreciate your time and help, and I can't wait to hear back from you. Thank you very much. That's it. They copy paste that, send that to as many people as they possibly can. And this is a great exercise for people who are afraid to cold message and they don't really know what to say. But this opens the door, and it takes the pressure off that person having to be interested in Plexus. It's more about, oh, my friend is trying to win this challenge and I want to help them. And that's all you're doing. You're just saying, hey, I just want your help because my Plexus team is doing a challenge and I really want to win. And if you could answer these by noon tomorrow, it would really help me out a lot. So that's it. And we've gotten just awesome feedback from that. People who are, getting customers for the first time, they're being able to drop off, people wanting samples, and it's just opening the door, right? But the other key with that is follow-up. So making sure that you're training them on follow-up and how to block objections. I have some documents that I've gotten from other jewels that are really great on how to block objections. And there's a YouTube video that Janelle Espleen, she's an emerald in California. Well, she does a YouTube video. It was so good on how to block objections. So that'd be a good one to look up. But that is important because when they're reaching out to people and people are giving them objections, they need to know how to block them. So that's why I like the 3-way chats are good, because maybe they don't really know how to block the objection, but you could teach them how to block the objection for cost. Is it safe? Is it FDA approved? My friend's sister didn't see results, that kind of stuff, why they wouldn't want to try it. And then the last thing for activities is we do a lot of Facebook parties. And this is a great way to get your, especially newbies, involved right off the bat and get them to invite people to the party. They read these series of posts, and then their friends could just see in a very kind of generic way, read all these different posts about these different products and the business idea as well. And that's been a good thing for our team, because not only does it help the prospects, but it also helps these newbies learn more about the products, because they're participating too and they're reading everything. But what I'll do is I will assign every week. I'll say, okay, I need 4 to 5 people to be hosting a Facebook party from the team. So I have these different sidelines or pairing up, and I've created 2 different templates for the Facebook party. So it has all the posts in the Word document, and then I have a link to a Dropbox link with all the images. So it's very simple. All they have to do is assign the posts. So 4 or 5 of them, split it up, and they all take a few posts, and then they will go and post it in something called postcron.com, which is a scheduling app. So it allows you to schedule into events ahead of time, so you're not having to do it the night of.
Nice.
And I have those templates if anybody wants to see them.
I did it last night.
You did it? Oh, good.
We did every 3 minutes. I was like posting. It was really fun, but I would love that.
It's a lot of work, but if you could do it through postcron.com, and it's free, it will let you post up to 10 posts into the event page. I use Buffer on my phone, but it doesn't let you do event pages. It only lets you post into groups or on your personal wall. But Postcron lets you schedule the post into an event page, and you can do, like I said, up to 10 for free. So that's why we split it up. We'll have 4 or 5 people take all, split them up so that they can each get the free account, and
we're doing
have their posts done like days ahead of time. And then so the night of, all they're concentrating on is answering questions, comments, posting the prizes and the giveaways and that kind of stuff, and interacting with the people that are guests on there. And they don't have to concentrate so much on having to get the post out every 3 minutes.
Love it.
So I have templates for that if anyone wants to see them. So
yeah, maybe we'll put it in the file in the Jewel from the Jewels page.
Yeah, I'll put it in there. I'll have 2 different ones. One is a gut health party specifically, and then the other one is more of a power hour, just a variety of posts. And you can always change them up too. It doesn't have, so. And then we will also have people put their testimonies in there in between the product posts, and we do giveaways. As long as you're not telling them they have to buy something in order to get the giveaway, then you're compliant to do that. So
right. Yeah,
you can do giveaways, little ones like it could be a 3-day trial pack. It could be a few packets of P96. It could be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But people need the prizes and the little contests to keep it entertaining and keep them engaged and get them to interact and that sort of thing. But those have been pretty successful. And that's it. So those are my kind of top things. That's all I have.
Oh my goodness. I love it. All these notes. So good. I know every one of us that were on here, we grew and we learned and we're motivated and we're excited. I get something from every single one of them, and yours, I just loved all the stuff that you told us. Can you go over one thing, because it went really fast and I was trying to write it down, is your Monday motivation, Tuesday?
Yeah. I just made these little graphics, and I trying to be consistent with it. I'm gonna tell you, sometimes it's hard, but I need to buffer that stuff in on my team page just to make sure I don't forget. But yeah, my idea was I made these graphics, and it is each day of the week there's a theme for the day, and I made a cute little graphic to go. And like I said, Monday is a motivation day of, maybe it's a motivational post I do. Maybe it's one that I found from another Jewel that is just a motivational type of thing. And then Tuesdays are training tips, and it can, like I said, it could be a video I found from someone, or it's something I did. Yeah. And then Wednesday, Woohoo Wednesday, that is giving a shout out to people with the top PV, the top added 2 ambassadors, 3 ambassadors this week or whatever it is, and then tagging them and having everybody go on and congratulate them. And then Thursday is Thursday testimonies. So if it's, something that, they love to, that they had some great results from something, a product that they tried, they had great results, whatever that could be, or a friend or a customer had a great result from the products and they would want to share that. And then Friday, I call it Fun Friday, or you could do Follow-Up Friday too, but I like Fun Friday is contest day. So one little, like a splash contest, kind of a short, it could be a $25 gift card or a hat, a Plexus swag bag or a hat or a shirt or something, or bottle. And it is something that would engage people. It could be like that. The last one we did last week was the contest on reaching out and cold messaging. And then whoever did that got, and I've done before pink drink selfie contest. So they had to do a selfie with their pink drink on their personal wall. And then they had to come back and comment done when they were done doing that. And they had to use a specific hashtag, like pink drink selfie, or something, some kind of hashtag. So you could go and follow it. When you have the hashtags, it lets you follow it in the feed. And then just little things like that. I found that bigger contests don't work. Like I've given away hundreds of dollars before. I've given away iPads, and they're just not as engaging. People don't seem to really go crazy for that. But the funny thing is, I've had one time I had like 75 people one time comment on one contest because it was a $25 Amazon gift card. I'm like, what is that about? So I guess it's because when you do like one big one and it's all month long, people just lose attention for it. And I don't know, it's just, for whatever reason, it's not as motivating. And as these little flash contests are way more motivating, or like a countdown contest. So I'm doing one right now where every 10 ambassadors that we add to the team, we do another drawing for a prize. But whoever, you only get entered into it if you added someone. And then once we reach, the top, maybe you can set it, okay, once we get to 60 new ambassadors, I'm going to give away even something bigger. Or for ours, it's like end of the month. So by May 31st, whoever's added this many, everybody gets an entry who's added someone. But the countdowns are fun. People like to see a countdown. They get more involved when they know that, it just keeps it going, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Like instead of doing one. Like you do a post and then you start bringing it down.
Right. I'll say, well, like last month I had, maybe it was a goal. I think I did it on April 15th. I wanted to see if we could get so many people added that day. Like I had a goal of a certain number of people I wanted added that day because that was the last day of the 15% off. So I was trying to get everybody, encouraging to them to take advantage of that. And I did a countdown. So every 5 people we added, I did a drawing. And then once we got to the goal number, I did a big drawing for $100. So, and everybody who added. So you had a chance to win all along the way, but you also had a chance to win the big. So I made little graphics. So I said, okay, we're at 15 now. And I made a graphic for the number 15, and we're at 20 now. We're at, so it was a all day kind of a thing, but that might be good for the end of the month. Like when you're really pushing at the end of the month, and because I think it's always important to push those last 2 days of the month, let's say, because you want to get as many people added to your team by the end of the month as possible, so that the next month, you've got the points added and you're making up for attrition that's going to happen, that fall off that's going to happen. So you really need to load up on those last couple of days of the month. That should be your goal, to get as many added and get everybody pumped. I think people just like a challenge, a quick, here, it's the last 2 days of the month. We're going to count down. Okay, our team goal is 20 people. We have added 10 people this month. Can you believe it? I mean, you have to get so excited and enthusiastic, right? We've added 10 people. It's incredible. Okay, I know we can get to 20. let's add 10 more people in the next 2 days. Who's with me? And, you know, this is what I'm going to give away. And every 5th person that we add, I'm going to give away this. And, you know, just whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to break the bank, but, you know, and count down. I think people just think it's fun. They like to have a countdown.
Don't you remember when we were turning Emerald or countdowns? My team knows.
My gosh.
Like, we were like, oh my gosh, you know, it's so exciting. Yeah. And that's what I think every month we should try to do, like with our teams, like look at it like it's a big goal for the next month that we're going to do.
Well, you should be thinking in your mind every month that you're trying to hit Emerald. You know what I mean? Even if you're already Emerald, or even, you know, I think that's a good point. Like every end of the month should be some sort of, you know, the excitement created.
Yes.
Because you have to think of this, whatever is happening right now and all of the momentum and the energy that's going on right now is you're going to see the fruit of that, you know, all the hard work you put in right now, the fruit of that is not going to come right now. You're not going to see the payoff right this minute, but it is going to come, you know, down the road. So everything you do right this minute, like I said, it's going to pay off. So if you have a major slowdown right now, you know, it could be because the efforts from the last few months haven't been the best.
Right.
Who knows? I mean, I also think right now we're just having a slow period for the whole company, and it's company wide. I don't think it's don't worry. It's not just you. It is the whole company. But you know, we're about to have a new product release in June, and I cannot wait for convention and the excitement that's going to come from that. So it'll be awesome. It's going to get everybody, you know, leaders retreat. It's going to start with the contest, and you know, you really have to get your team pumped for that. You've got to get them pumped for leaders retreat.
Tell them about that, please.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. It changed. It really was life-changing for me. It changed my business completely. I was gold when I went to my first one, but I went senior gold very quickly right after it. And it was Orlando. It was my first one. And I've only been to 2. I mean, so I went to Orlando, and I had been to convention. I went to Dallas convention, and I did like it. I thought it was great. I had learned a lot, and it really built my belief up. But when I went to leaders retreat, it was completely different as far as you are there with a very select number of leaders, and you're sitting there eating lunch right next to Sonia Dudley, laying by the pool by Sonia Dudley, Sarah Marble, all the leaders, and you're one of them. And then you really get this sense of, wow, I made it. I am one of the top people, even though I was only gold. You know, I had a high PB, and I had added a lot of people to my team quickly. So I earned it. And that's the really cool thing, because you can be a silver or gold or senior gold or whatever and earn leaders retreat and get to be with these diamonds and hang out with them and get to be in an intimate setting. And the training and the leaders, the speakers that they have will blow you away. And just the bonding time you have there is so fun. I mean, DC was incredible too when we went to Washington. It was a blast. And I would fight way harder to get to leaders retreat than to get to convention. And I mean, I love convention, don't get me wrong, but leaders retreat is just, if you've got to get there, you just have to do everything you can possibly do. You have to fight to get there.
Yes.
And you know, you've got 3 months. You've got June, July, August, September, but you have to make every month count. Yes. If you don't work hard in June and get as many points in June, you're going to have a hard time getting it in, you know, by the end. You can still do it, but you have to really make every month count and every day, because you'll miss out if you didn't really push too hard. Because I had some people that missed going to leaders retreat last year by like 20, 30 points or something crazy. Awesome. And they were so mad at themselves because they didn't really start trying for it until like August. And then it was kind of too late, and it was just a lot more difficult for them. So that's why I know how that I've kind of learned my lesson. So I am doing a really big push for leaders retreat starting early, and really, you know, I'm going to put everybody in a special group that wants to go. I'm going to have special challenges just for them. I'm going to have special activities just for those people that really want to earn leaders retreat. And we're going to be brainstorming and really working together to get as many of my team there as possible.
Yes.
It's the best.
That's for sure. I've gone 2 years now by myself, and I told my team this year, no more. You guys are coming with me, all of you guys. So we're going to work so hard, and I'm so thankful you brought that up. And thank you again for spending time with us. I love this. And all of you that are on here, remember that I did record it. I'm going to turn the recording off.